My husband had been missing for 3 years, and then his family threw me out like I was the problem. I thought my nightmare had peaked, until the moment I discovered the secret they'd all been hiding. My daughter's fingers were icy when she slipped her hand into mine. We stood at the bus stop, 2 bags, 2 shattered hearts, and no place left to land, when a sleek black car eased to a halt in front of us. The window lowered. My aunt sat inside. Her voice shook, as if she were holding a secret too heavy to keep. Get in quickly. I have something important to tell you. That was the moment the trembling inside me went still, because I could feel the truth edging near, and I was finally ready to face it. Hamza, my husband, used to look at me like I was the center of his universe. Or maybe that's just how I wanted to remember it, because I needed to believe it was real. We married too young. We built everything side by side, our home, our small shop, dreams so delicate they felt like they could crumble in our hands. For years he clung to me like I was the only thing keeping him grounded. But an anchor can pull you under just as easily. 3 years ago he left for work and never came back. No body, no clues, nothing, just an empty bed and a daughter with questions I had no answers for. His family didn't grieve him. They turned on me instead. To them, a woman without a husband becomes a burden, a weight they don't want to carry. Last month they threw me out, called me bad luck. I didn't defend myself, not because I lacked strength, but because the pieces were already starting to misalign. A year after he disappeared, I noticed activity in his bank account. Not withdrawals, small transfers, steady, meticulous. Someone was keeping that account alive. Then came the message. Unknown number. 2:14 a.m. Tell her I'm fine. And tell her not to call again. I told no one. Not the police. Not his family. Not even my own heart. I just began to observe. People talk when they think you're broken. They slip when they think you're harmless. So I listened. I gathered fragments, details, patterns, rumors, until one name surfaced, his cousin Imran. The cousin who took over Hamza's shop after he vanished. The cousin who never met my eyes. The cousin who suddenly had money he never earned. The pieces slammed together. I stopped hoping for miracles. I prepared for battle. I spent late nights studying property laws, inheritance rules, financial trails. Days pretending to be confused, so they'd stay careless. I documented everything, each deposit, every suspicious transaction. I hired a private investigator with the last stash of hidden money I'd saved. And when he returned with photos, my blood first froze, then boiled. Hamza was alive, living in another city, a woman beside him, a newborn in his arms, a home bought with my years, my labor, my sacrifices. He wasn't kidnapped. He wasn't dead. He walked away, and Imran helped him. My grief died instantly. What replaced it was sharp and focused. I didn't confront him. Confrontation warns people. I chose consequences. I filed a missing person fraud case using the investigator's evidence. I froze the shop assets, legally mined through documented investment. I launched a petition against Imran for misusing funds. And I filed for full inheritance of Hamza's share under presumed death laws, knowing it would force him to show his face once the authorities tracked him. He walked right into the trap I built. 2 weeks later, the police informed me, your husband is alive. He came to dispute the inheritance. Alive. Cornered. Exposed. I felt nothing except precision. The car door opened. My daughter climbed inside. I followed. My aunt's hands trembled on the steering wheel. She whispered, Beta. Hamza didn't disappear. He ran off with Imran's help. They said you'd ruin everything if you stayed. And now they're fighting because he wants to return. She swallowed. Imran says he replaced him, and he won't step aside. My breath didn't falter. I'd expected this. She went on. They're blaming each other. Police have called them in. Everything is about to blow up. I finally spoke. Good. It's time. When we reached the station, both men were there. Hamza's face drained of color when he saw me, like a ghost had appeared to claim a debt. Imran looked worse, sweating, panicked. I stood before them calmly, my daughter on my hip, my evidence in my bag. 3 years, I said softly. 3 years you left me to suffer. 3 years you built a life on my money. Hamza tried to speak, but I lifted a hand. I'm not here for explanations. I'm here for closure. The officers escorted them inside. Fraud, abandonment, theft, conspiracy. Their downfall echoed with every step. I didn't look away. Not once. When the door closed behind them, my chest finally loosened, not with sorrow but with release. My aunt reached for my hand. Are you okay? I smiled, small, steady. I didn't just survive, I said. I won. Because he learned who replaced him. And I made sure they both paid. Quietly, cleanly, completely. As I carried my daughter back to the car, I felt something I hadn't touched in years. Control.